Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Nick Blackford with Walnut High School. I recorded the group draw earlier today, and unfortunately I recognize now, watching back the video, that I didn't actually record my audio. So you can see here, I have the video and everything like that, but I just didn't record the audio. But I didn't want to redo the draw because I want to validate the original draw that we did. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do a voiceover over the previous draw that I did. So the way that we're going to do it is we're actually going to fill in the groups, right? Starting with group A, 1, so we're going to do the first team in each group, then we'll move on to the second team in each group, third team, and so on, right? So I have a random list picker here. So I have my list of teams, and what we're going to do is I'm going to click rerun, and it's going to choose a random team from this list. So let's go in and see who the first team is that we pick. We click there, right from our list, and the first team that we pick is King. So they're going to be the first team in Group A, right? And then we'll make sure that we delete them from the list so that they don't get picked twice, right? And then we'll click rerun, and this is for B1. So the team, first team in Group B is West Covina. Right, and again, we'll remove them from the list as well to make sure that we're not picking them twice. And when we click rerun, this is going to be Cal High. So that's going to be the first team in Group C. And then the next team that we pick is going to be the first team in Group D. And that'll be Walnut. So we have the first team in each group. We'll make sure we remove Walnut from our list. And now what we're going to do is we're going to select the second team for each group. So we'll start back at Group A. And for this one, let's see who we pick. Glendora. So Glendora is the second team in Group A. Right, we'll remove them from the list and we'll pick the second team from Group B. And that's Southlands Christian. So we'll put Southlands here in the second team in Group B, and then we'll fill in the second team in Group C. And the second team in Group C will be Diamond Bar. Right, we'll remove them from the list and then fill in the second team in Group D. And in a rematch from the semifinal of the varsity tournament last year, Walnut and Poly will be matched up in the same group this year. Right. Now we're going to go back to Group A and we'll fill in the third team for each group. So the third team in Group A is Villa Park. And now we'll select the third team in Group B, and that's Aquinas. And we'll pick out the third team in Group C, and that's El Rancho. Right, last of the third teams here. So for this one, the third team in Group D is LaSalle. So there's only 2 teams remaining, so you notice there's actually 14 teams in our varsity tournament. So only 2 of our groups will have 4 teams. So the fourth team in Group A is Arroyo Valley. And right, just to make sure that everybody's selected, our last team there is Nogales. Right, so the way the group play will work is that Group A and Group B will play every other team. Right, Group C and D, every team will play every other team, but since Group A and B have 4 teams, they'll each play 3 games in their group play, whereas Group C and D will only play 2 games in their group play. The top team from each group will advance to the semifinal, and then obviously the winner of each of the semifinals will go on to the tournament championship. Right, the second team from each group will also advance to a semifinal. We're calling it the silver semifinal, right? And then the winner of each of those games will go to the silver final, right? Similarly, the third team in each group will each go to their own bronze semifinal, and the winner of each of those semifinals will go to the bronze final or the bronze championship. The fourth place team in Group A and B will each play a consolation match against each other on Saturday, sorry. So I'm just going to copy over my teams here for the JV tournament. So in the JV tournament, we have 12 teams. So there's just going to be 3 teams in each group, right? And every group will consist of 2 games, right? Or I should say every team will play 2 games in their group play. And then whoever finishes first place in the JV, each group will advance to the semifinals. The other teams will each all get 1 additional game as a consolation. So we see here the first team in Group A is King. The second team in the first team in Group B is Glendora. And then the first team in Group C is Walnut. Right, we're doing the same fill-in here, right? The first team in each group first. So the first team in Group D is Villa Park. Right, now we're going to go back to Group A, and we're going to fill in the second team in each of our groups. So the second team in Group A is West Covina. And the second team in Group B is Aquinas. Right, the second team in Group C is Nogales. And the second team in Group D is Arroyo Valley. So one more time, we'll go back through each of the groups and fill in the third team for each group. So in Group A, the third team is Cal High. Right. And in Group B, the third team is Diamond Bar. In Group C, the third team is Southlands Christian. And in Group D, right, we have Poly. Okay. So, apologies, my webcam blocking the teams a little bit there for the JV bracket. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in each of the teams, right, according to their assigned groups into the schedule now. I'll email out that schedule so we can see, right, both the varsity and the JV tournament schedule, and then you can start planning out the transportation and get that communication out to all the players. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you guys at the tournament.